I'm Brownfield Commodity Market Reporter John Perkins with the Morning Market Minute for Tuesday, October 21st. Soybeans were up modestly in overnight business, continuing to be at least cautiously optimistic about the end of the month trade talks between the United States and China. Still, that lack of soybean export demand from China continues to be a big negative factor for beans right now. Still, soybeans, again, remain cautiously optimistic and were able to shrug off some overnight weakness in soybean meal and oil. Soybeans are watching the U.S. harvest activity and planting conditions in South America. Corn was very narrowly mixed overnight, consolidating, also keeping an eye on the harvest condition here in the States and the planting conditions in Argentina and Brazil. Overall demand for corn continues to be very good, with the U.S. Energy Information Administration's weekly ethanol numbers still scheduled for Wednesday. Chicago and Kansas City wheat were down overnight, expecting good winter wheat planting progress here over the next few days. Meanwhile, Minneapolis was mixed, adjusting spreads. At the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, when trade resumes later this morning, live and feeder cattle will continue to wait for this week's direct cash cattle business to get a little bit better established. This week's show list is smaller than last week in all of the major feeding areas. Not expecting any bids or asking prices to really surface yet today. That might wait until tomorrow. Cattle are also waiting for any new news on the planned government intervention in beef prices. And as for hogs, when trade resumes there, they're going to be keeping an eye on demand. Pork was weak on Monday afternoon. Also taking a look to see how the major direct markets open and see the size of the negotiated run. With the Morning Market Minute for Tuesday, October 21st, I'm Brownfield Commodity Market Reporter John Perkins. Stay tuned for this afternoon's update.